Live on Texarkana Gameday is Texas High Takeover, and we're joined by three of Texas High's coaches in the first segment. Coach A.J. Wilson down here to your left, and he's a co-defensive coordinator, and then Coach Stanford in the middle, head coach and athletic director, and then Hawk, James Hawkins right here, co-DC, and bookend by the two, I don't know what you'd call us. We're not I'm kind of an offensive lineman type guy now. I can't be a defensive end down here. But Morgan Smith, proprietor of Texarkana Gameday, and Billy Lavender, I'm the Booster Club president. Be sure and join Texas High Booster Club. Guys, we appreciate y'all joining us tonight.
Appreciate you having us.
Get us started, Coach Stanford. Tell us a little bit about off season and where we stand right now.
Yeah, off season was really good. Really pleased with where we got to. I think one of the biggest positives was just how many kids played other sports. We want to see kids compete. We want to see kids involved and competing in as many. That's how you develop a competitor. And you can do so much in the weight room, but yet when it's you versus me, now we got to compete and figure out how to handle that pressure and how to handle those situations. And so just really pleased with Cody Reitz, our quarterback, for instance. He goes football, baseball, spring ball at the same time. You got to compete. Basketball. All these things. With other kids competing, that's what we want to see. And so really pleased with off season, headed into spring ball. Obviously some new faces and spots. And pleased with where we finished up into fall camp to pick up where we left off. Really don't feel like we missed a ton of beats from spring ball, just install and what our knowledge base was and where we picked up, and had a good summer. Kids were consistent. Here's my deal with summer. We still want kids to be kids. Summer is summer, and we want kids to work hard, and when they're in town, be here. But summer is not – we still want kids to have a family and be a kid. Mm-hmm. High school football is not the end-all, be-all. Now, it is important. We want to win every game, and that is the utmost importance to us. But it is still more important for us to see a kid be a kid and to enjoy their summer, have a break from football. Enjoy life still. You're a kid. When you turn 19, it's life.
Right.
And life sucks
right.
at times. You just be honest between all of us. And so summer was awesome. Mm-hmm. Our kids did a great job of showing up when they were in town. We had a great turnout. Right now we're running about 256 kids in football. Great classes, top to bottom, and just really excited about where we are.
Man, I've heard a lot from several coaches this year about what not necessarily what a family it is, but a bunch of good kids this year. It said y'all got a really, really good group.
Yeah, I think so. It's a tight-knit group.
Mm-hmm.
These guys, our senior class particularly, we've got 43 seniors this year, which is a large class, and they've been through a lot together. And so they're kind of the nucleus. It always is with the senior class of where this thing starts. And we've got some great young guys coming up in behind them. And so we're looking forward to it and excited about it.
256 kids playing football?
Yeah, right now that's where we are.
How do you manage that?
First off, you've got to have one of the best staffs in Texas, in which we feel like we do.
How do you keep them together, Coach? They're not leaving you. They're not leaving you.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
It's to take care of the people you got, mm-hmm. the people that make this thing really go, which is the staff, and we're running about right at 70 on the varsity, right at about 92 on the JV, and between 90 and 120 on the freshmen. And so I'm excited about this year. A lot of young kids. We look at retention. And so if it's 40 or 120 that come in as freshmen, what's it look like when they're seniors? If we've done our job, the attrition rate is low. Mm-hmm. We're not losing kids because they're not a part. They don't feel like theel involved. They're not feel like they cared for. We want to make sure we care for 9th grade all the way to 12th grade. Obviously, with 43 seniors, we feel like we've done our part when it started with 60. Mm-hmm. We feel like we've as a staff, they've found a reason to want to be a part. Winning takes care of a lot of that.
Yeah.
But the other part of that is coaches taking care of kids. Coaches being a part of lives, not just wins and losses. And so that's important to us.
I'll let my DCs tell me about the defense this year. Tell me what we've got. We've had really, really strong defense the last several years. Are we gonna keep it going?
Oh, that's our expectations.
Yeah.
No matter what we graduate, we expect for the next group to be up and ready to go. I think I'll just talk about up front. I think we got a a nucleus of guys that where we don't have to, just play 4 or 5 guys. We have depth there. We can go probably 6, 7, even 8 deep. So that's something that, we hadn't had here in a long time. So that's something that I'm very excited about, especially with a lot of the younger guys that we have coming up. So I think defensively up front, along with the linebacker core, like I say, our expectations are still going to be the same, especially from this man to my left. He expects the same.
That's
so
right.
We'll be great. We'll be fine. We're going to put out a good product.
There you go, Coach Wilson.
Well, it's kind of like Coach Hawk said. For the first time, I sit there and think about it. This is our 5th full year running this defense, and there's been a lot of retention. And, anytime you replace 9 on defense, you look around and you see a lot of holes out there and a whole lot of new faces. But for the most part, the coach said, we got knocked out the playoffs right there late December, so we take those couple weeks off and hit it right back, and we've been rolling ever since then. And the retention rate from the actual scheme aspect of it has been outstanding. Going into year 6 now here at Texas High, not chasing a lot of kids in the summertime. Yeah. I mean, they're here, they want to be here. And kind of just piggybacking on what Coach was talking about a second ago about our kids wanting to be here. Old superintendent once told me they don't know how much you care until they know how much you love them.
Yeah.
And that's probably been the biggest thing for us. Those kids know how much you care, how much you love them, and they always want to be around.
Man, I noticed the other day when the varsity was out at the water park and everything, I heard them all calling Coach Stanford's name, and they tossed him in the wave pool, and I heard them calling my name. They tossed me in the wave pool, and they all started calling Hawk's name, and he just looked at them, and they just went away. didn't even think twice about it, Coach.
Hey, I just tell them they know with Coach Hawkins, that's one thing I don't play with is water. So we'll just keep it at that.
Brandon Childs told me it's going to be a 15-sack year from him.
I hope
Possible
so.
for an interior lineman?
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's the goal. I mean, it's like we told the kids today. We'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, they got to produce. I mean, we want that for them, absolutely. But season hasn't started yet. We'll see.
We got this scrimmage tomorrow with Longview. Tell me about this. How many years have you been scrimmaging them now? 5?
Yeah, it's 5, 5th year.
Tell us about, they're ranked number 1 in the state. Y'all are ranked number 10. This seems like a great scrimmage to set you up for week 1.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, I'll just speak as the holistic team, and I'll let them speak defensively. I mean, people, when we first scheduled this thing back 5 years ago, were like, what are you doing? And we had just got knocked out the year before by Highland Park in a track meet, 56-49 in the first round at the Star. Like, what are you doing scheduling Longview? I'm like, we did just play Highland Park and lose. At some point, we've got to want to be at this level. I mean, obviously, Longview's a bigger school. They're 5A D1. But there's only one way to figure out if you can play with the best, and that's the scheduling. And so
when you first started scheduling, they were in 6A.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, the year we played them, they won the 6A state championship our first year scrimmaging them. And it was, let's be clear, it was obvious they were better.
No doubt.
I mean, it wasn't like we're not sitting here saying, oh, we just messed up, no.
Yeah.
They were better. I mean, they won the 6A state championship for a reason. And so we knew we needed to improve. And as a staff, we sat down and we buckled in December and said, look, this is the goal. We can leave, and that'd be easy. We can bolt. It'd be easy to do. Or we can say we're going to get it done this way, and we know how it's done. We've been together long enough. This is the proof to do it, and we ain't changing. And we're going to go hard in it and just say this is what we're going to do, and kids are going to buy in, and we're going to make it work. And so year 2 was better. Year 2 of the scrimmage, not bad. Year 3 and 4 felt really good. So to go into this game, this scrimmage this year, it's like we told the kids, we'll see. I mean, it's a scrimmage. Let's be honest. Now, is it a grade? Oh, absolutely. It's a grade. We like I told the kids today, and the staff spoke with them, we're going to grade it. But it is a scrimmage. We get to get a grade, a really good grade.
On a lot of people. An
accurate grade of where we are, what's to improve. It's not the end-all, be-all, but it is can you be physical? Let's just be real clear. That's a physical scrimmage, and there's going to be great effort. And irregardless of which team's better, we're going to both be better because of this scrimmage.
Coach Hawkins, I would think from what Coach Stanford's talking about, when you talk about, hey, we've got a lot of depth this year, is you want to face a Longview in a scrimmage like this, and you want to see what these guys who hadn't had all of the game time reps get out there and do. So talk a little bit about that.
It's kind of funny. I just spoke with my guys just probably 30 minutes ago in film session, and I told them, like, at the end of the day, this is a great matchup for us. all we want them to go out and just hold their own, be physical. And like I told them, when you're playing Longview, one thing, you have to make sure your chin straps is fastened, and you're going to have to punch back. It's going to be one of those battles to where you're going to sit back and you can only take so many punches until you're either going to punch back or you're going to fold. And like I say, I honestly believe I wouldn't start the season off any other way.
Yeah.
Like Coach Stanford just said, if we want to be there, we got to play those teams that's going to make us raise our standards.
Gives you a test and gets you ready.
Yes, sir, exactly.
Real quick, how excited are y'all playing AT&T Stadium?
Go ahead, AJ.
We're really excited. I mean, at the end of the day, just for our kids to have opportunity to play in a place like that. I mean, that's the most important thing about it at the end of the day. And then obviously that's the ultimate goal of where you want to end. Go ahead and put our kids in that type of hostile environment and see how they respond to it. And hopefully, we'll continue to play to get back to a place like that.
I'm somewhat familiar with Frisco Lone Star because I was there when they played for state years ago. They throw the ball a lot, right?
They're balanced. Yeah, they do, though. They're balanced. They're pretty balanced.
Did you hear the story, though? We were supposed to play in the Star. Jerry calls us up, says, I want to see Texas High at the big place. That's how I heard it.
Yeah.
No, we're excited about being there. I mean, I think it's our kids relish to play on the big stage. They want that type of atmosphere. I think it's a good exposure, one for our community and our program, which is really excited about it. But, I mean, we go number 1 in the state, number 2 in the state, number 8 in the state, number 5 in the state, right into 6A legacy, always a top 20 program in the state. And so we want to be battle-tested coming out at it. We want to play in the big atmosphere. We want to be on the stage, and we want our kids to have that exposure in the community and also across the state.
Well, guys, man, we appreciate y'all's time. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back with a few players.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
And we are back. Government man John Thomas down here at the end joining us. Riley, I don't even know your last name.
Oh, it's Barron.
I did know that, actually. Yeah, I did know that. Government man Cody Reeves, got Trent Kelly down here starting running back. Guys, how excited are y'all for it to be football season?
I'm excited. I've been waiting since Crosby, and we're ready to go.
Thanks. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Are y'all ready for Longview tomorrow?
Yep. Absolutely.
Yes, sir. We've been treating it like a normal
A
game
little bit
week
closer.
and scouting like we normally do, and we're ready to roll.
Sorry, go ahead, John Thomas.
I'm ready to see how our young talent shows up. We had a lot of seniors leave last year, and I'm seeing how they fill their slots in.
Guess what? 46 seniors this year.
I think that's the number.
You're a junior, right?
Senior.
You are a senior. Okay. Starting quarterback this year. What kind of year would you like to see for yourself? As well as your team?
If I can model Brayson, that'd be pretty nice, I think.
Yeah.
I'd like to get a little bit more rushing yards than he had, but if I can just do my job and not turn the ball over, I think I'll be good.
I know Trent does not want to hear you running the ball. He wants all them yards for himself.
Yeah, I need
You know,
those yards.
what kind of back? I've heard from coaches. I've heard from your father, obviously, the work you've been putting in. What kind of back do you want to be this year?
I mean, I'm trying to lead the city in rushing yards. I'll say that. But other than that, yeah. I mean, I'm a balanced back, so I can receive, I can run with it. So yeah.
And you
about
probably
it.
don't have to worry about blocking with
Yeah,
my
I
man
ain't-
right here.
I ain't got to worry about that.
Yeah, I hope so.
They'll take care of that.
Riley, how's the transition been? How are you enjoying
Oh, it's
football?
been great. I've never been around so many people that just love winning. I've never seen anything like it. So many people working hard at one goal. It's just amazing.
I was really impressed with you when I came out. I knew who you were, but I hadn't just seen you before. It's been years since I'd seen you, so of course you'd grown up a lot. And I came out to the field, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's him right there.
Can't miss him.
Yeah, can't miss
Stand
him.
out.
Guys, like, football's here. The hard work has been put in. It's time to finally play. How excited are you all to play at AT&T Stadium?
I'm excited. They're a very, very, very talented team. But we're going to go out there and give it all we got. We're going to game plan like we normally do and see how it goes.
It's always exciting. Like, you're going to get to drive in. You're going to drive under the stadium, in the bus.
Yeah.
You're going to get out at your locker room. I mean, I'm telling you, dude, it's like – and when you walk to the field – y'all going to find all this out. It's awesome. I love Cowboy Stadium. You walk to the field, and you come out of this tunnel, and it's just like all at once, the entire stadium. And it's so bright when you walk out of the thing.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, it's – y'all about to have the time of your life.
Oh, yeah,
I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
I can't wait, personally. You going to be there, John Thomas?
I'm going to be there. I'm not sure how security's going to like some of our kids that are usually on the sideline at home games. I'm not sure how much Cowboy Stadium security's going to like that, but hope to make the most of the experience. Look up at the jumbotron as much as possible. That's going to be pretty cool. Just watch our Tigers perform on the biggest stage.
Yeah. So security will probably be pretty lax for this one, I think. We got a state championship game.
Yeah.
Let me tell you a trick of the trade, though. I keep all my passes because they have different colors. So I have, like, every color. So anytime I want to go out.
Smart.
That's smart. Yeah.
Hey, everybody's like, I can't believe you do that. Like, no, I do it, and I'm for
That's
real
a good
with
way
it.
to do it.
Yeah. Cody, what do you think? We're going to be a balanced offense this year?
I think we're going to be pretty balanced like we were last year. It's the same pass plays, the same run plays, and we just got to do what we do. We know it's going to work, and we just got to block it up, and we got to run it up right. We got to throw it up right.
School messed with the schedule at all? It was a little bit difficult. First day today, right?
Yes, sir. My first day is pretty easy. I don't have any hard classes, but tomorrow is my harder classes.
You're on a college schedule.
Yeah.
Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Riley, how was the campus for you?
Man, it took a long while to get used to, but I'm just finally starting to find my way around, getting to know the teachers, and I think they like me, so that's going to help out a lot with grades.
Oh, I've been meaning to ask you. I saw you and B. Childs going at it in practice.
Yeah.
How is that? Is that just an everyday thing?
Well, off the field, I think we became pretty good friends, but on the field, man, there's a little rivalry right there. Coming from Maud, a lot of them dudes said, "Oh, there's this guy over there at T-High. He's gonna kick your tail. You better be ready."
Yeah.
I said, "I'm waiting."
So B. Childs said he's going to get 15 sacks this year. Woo! Will he get 15 on you?
Say that.
I don't think so, but man, he's
Let
a
him
hell of
know,
a
brother.
player.
My man's media trained.
Yeah.
I needed a hot take right there. I needed something. We could come up here in a minute and be like, you'll never believe what he said. John Thomas, you got anything?
Just going to say, Brandon, if he gets 15 sacks from inside D-line, I'd be extremely impressed. A lot of the plays, if we get sacks on him, I think it'll be from him getting inside pressure, not necessarily him getting the sack statistic. But Ian Crack from the outside, Brandon from the middle, we're going to have some great pressure on the opposing quarterback. They better get it off quick.
Oh, I found out something. Is first take Stephen A?
First take is Stephen A.
He's going to be.
He's going to be in Frisco, and I'm going to try and go up the night before and see that in Frisco.
Y'all want to hear something? I had already booked rooms at the – I thought you were playing at the Star. So I booked rooms at the Omni, which is connected to it, and I had like 3 nights at an affordable rate. Well, y'all moved it, so I canceled my room, and then I hear like, oh, they have first take, so I go back. It was like $1,200 a night. The same room I had paid $180 for before I canceled it.
John Thomas, do you think he will remember you?
I'm not sure. I don't know. He experiences so much on a day-to-day basis. That'd be pretty cool.
What kind of advice did he give you?
His big thing was if you're going into media or whatever you do, put as much time and effort into what you do. He was saying like zero in, focus, do your research. Anytime you do something, make sure you're fully prepared, because the worst thing you could do is go on air and be kind of lost, not understand what everybody's talking about. Same thing for you, Cody, or any football players. Show up, go to a game at AT&T Stadium, and you didn't know Frisco Lone Star had this great player, corner something you throw at him, throw interception, and you're not as successful. So his big thing was make sure everything you do, you're fully prepared, and you do your research beforehand.
Awesome, brother. Well, guys, appreciate it. I'll be in Longview tomorrow.
Yes,
Best of
sir.
luck. Y'all know I'm from Longview. Sorry, that y'all are having to play them boys. I'll talk to
Yeah.
Stanford about that. But, I'm a Longview fan. I'm a Texas fan, too. But,
How do you think we'll do?
I think y'all do fine. I was at Longview scrimmage Saturday. They have some superstars on that team. They just do. Every defensive back holds a Division I offer. They have a backup that has a Division I offer. One of the top 3 wide receivers in the nation, playing wide out, a top 3 running back. They have 2 offensive linemen that received Division I offers this week. Their other wide receiver got a Division I offer from UTSA last month. I mean, they're as loaded can be, but they're going to run the ball. They're going to run about 5 plays. Run the ball left, right, up the middle, sweep maybe, and they're going to throw the ball to Jalen every other time.
Yep.
So it's going to be fun. Cody, I'm really looking forward to seeing you pass the ball tomorrow.
Yes,
I think it's a great test for you. We'll definitely set y'all up for Frisco Lone Star. Because they're Frisco Lone Stars 2, they're 1. I'm really excited for it. And I'm glad y'all are playing game format, not just some of these scrimmages you go to. So how many yards you going for tomorrow, Trent?
However my O-line give me. So they probably give me about 2, maybe 200.
Yeah.
200?
Maybe
We're
200.
gonna try to get them.
In 25 plays?
Wow.
Golly.
Hey,
All right, I'm going to tell him you said
Here,
that.
We'll split it. I'll go 100, he'll go 100.
Oh, yeah, I'll do
that'll
that.
be
I'll
better.
do that. Yeah, that's better.
Who's getting the touchdowns, though? All right,
Come
we'll
on,
see.
man.
We'll
We
see.
already know the real.
All right, guys, we'll be right back with cheer.
All right, I'm back here with some fabulous varsity cheerleaders. Varsity cheer, what came up to this moment? It is August 17th at 5:55 p.m. What has gone up to this moment to get ready for football season?
A lot of preparation. We've had summer practices starting in June. We actually started in April with the new teams, and we've just had hot summer practices in the multi that really have prepared us a lot for the football season. And Neely, do you want to go a little bit in depth about those practices?
So basically they're just like a couple hours on like Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, basically every week. And it's really hot in the multi. And yeah, we work on stunts and teaching the new girls chants and cheers and just getting our stuff together.
Yeah.
I mean, we also had cheer camp this summer. We went with 7th through 12th grade, went to the same cheer camp, and so they got to perform with us at Watermelon Supper as well. We've been working on that this summer as well in the hot multi, also at those summer practices.
what do y'all look forward to most coming up this upcoming year in the football season? What's your favorite part of a Friday night game?
Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah, energy. Yeah. Also, running out before the football game. That's a really big excitement.
It's an adrenaline rush,
Yeah.
for sure.
For sure.
I like actually watching the game because once you understand football, it's actually really
Right.
interesting. So watching the touchdowns and the interceptions is really exciting.
Right.
How much does cheer change what you do on a day-to-day basis, at school and after school?
A lot. We get there earlier than what school usually starts, and we start practicing, and we're trying out for all the band chants and all the cheers and the routines that we even have to do for pep rallies. So we just have to put in the extra work that you don't usually see from other places. And then sometimes we get to go after school for a pep rally routine, and we work even more. And then on game days, we all eat together. And so we can just create that energy and get really hyped for the game. And then we go to the game together, and we're always together. That's
Always.
Always.
Yes.
We bond a lot. This year we grew a better bond
That
with
is-
camp
yeah.
and watermelon supper and all the practices.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So do you have one Texas High football player who is your favorite to watch, who when they score, when they get an interception, you're going to cheer for them the loudest?
I mean, I don't think that we necessarily have a favorite, but if we get an interception or somebody catches it, we're all
we're
off the
all
roof,
excited.
jumping.
It doesn't matter who it is.
I think we're as excited as they are. It is.
Yeah.
We
Yes.
get so excited.
We have this I guess you could say tradition that we do chest bumps. So
Yeah.
when we score touchdowns and stuff like that, so that's really exciting as well.
Yeah, you should watch the end zone after they've already made the touchdown. It's a little crazy down there.
Yeah.
yeah.
So in a week from tomorrow, we play at Cowboy Stadium, AT&T Stadium. What are y'all looking forward to most playing in that fantastic arena? Literally the best atmosphere to me in all the pro sports.
Right.
What are y'all looking forward to most?
I think the environment, it's so, it's huge. I mean, that's going to be insane. I really think it's going to be a lot of fun.
I think also looking forward to cheering on the sidelines because we do cheer in the end zone.
Yes.
So we are a little bit further away from the parents and fans and stuff. So cheering on the sidelines is going to be exciting.
That's very true.
I'm looking forward to just taking home the win. I know we're
Right.
going to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So has it gone through your minds at all that where y'all are going to be cheering is where Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders have cheered for so many years?
That's crazy to
Yeah,
think
I
about.
don't, I don't think it's hit me yet.
No.
Yeah.
We're just it's a game. But it's a game at the AT&T Stadium.
But when you pull up in a bus and you go
Yes.
underneath the stadium and you walk by the locker room, it's going to be a whole new atmosphere. That is
That's gonna be
something I
exciting.
cannot wait for. So what does a normal Friday night schedule look like for a home and an away game?
Home, we usually meet together, and usually if it's a home game, it's varsity, JV, and freshmen, and we all eat together, and we meet in this teacher parking lot, and we ride the bus over, and that's when we do all of our traditions just to create the most energy possible. And so you'll hear us on the bus. You cannot hear a single thing.
We gotta get
Nobody's
hyped.
talking.
We gotta get
We're just screaming at each other, screaming songs, and then we go to the game. It's pregame. It's the game. It ends. We get all of our stuff, and we ride the bus back to the school. And so I think it's something unique. I know that drill team does the same, and so does football, but not a lot of schools ride the bus to their stadium. Their stadium's at the school, so that's something unique that we do.
And then I think on away games, we usually get out of class early, so we'll eat lunch or whatever at school and meet at the bus, and we get all of our seats ready and stuff like that, and then we ride to wherever we're going. And if we didn't eat at school, we eat there with the whole cheer team, so it's good bonding before the game. And then just seeing new stadiums, that's really cool too. They're really pretty, and so we warm up and then get ready for pregame and to cheer at the actual game.
Right.
So from kickoff till the game ends, what goes on? I mean, we hear y'all occasionally, doing chants and cheers, but do y'all ever get a break? What goes on in between chants?
Oh no, there's no breaks.
Yes.
No breaks.
No
I mean, you
breaks.
can take a sip of water, of course, but
That's about it.
It's constant. Me and Neely are both the captains, and we're constantly okay, are we on defense? Okay, are we on offense? What do we need to call to keep this up?
Yeah.
And then we also listen to the band and do our band chants and stuff like that.
And
But
then even during, say we don't get a break, even halftime, we might like eat a snack, but we go
Right.
and cheer for our band and the high steppers that
Yes.
are cheering. We like go cheer in front of them.
So we're always active, like at the
Always.
games. There's never really a break.
So, like some cheer teams, they put on their uniform once or twice a week. It's definitely not one of their main priorities. But at Texas High Cheer, we take it to a whole nother level.
That's very
It's
true.
almost a
Right.
lifestyle.
Oh,
What does it
yeah.
mean to you to be a Texas High cheerleader?
It's really important, honestly. Like it's like a whole nother that's what takes up all my time. Like
Right.
it's cheer. Like cheer takes up all my time, and I'm okay with that. Like it's a
Yes.
lot of fun. It's brought so many memories and so many bonds that I never thought I'd be able to have, and it's so important.
Right.
Yeah, and cheer is like a safe space for me.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think also being role models. Even today, like right before this, we took a picture with one of the coach's daughters. She was just so excited to be like seeing us in our uniforms and stuff like that.
So the main cheer coach is Courtney Waldron. The
Yes.
assistant is Miss Emily Munn. You know, football, their coaches play a massive role in what they do. What
Right.
role do the cheer coaches play in what y'all do every day?
She helps us stay motivated. You know, she
Yes.
keeps us going.
Yeah, Courtney's like our mom, basically.
She
I
is.
think we spend more time with her than our actual mothers. And I mean, like, she's the one to tell us, like, if we need to fix our attitude, she's there. And if we need to like fix something, she's always there. And if she's always there to
honest.
support us, like,
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
Well, good luck this season. Thank you so much for joining us. We are here live at Walk-Ons for the Tiger Takeover on Texarkana Gameday. Play tomorrow night in Longview for a scrimmage, and next week at Cowboy Stadium against Frisco Lone Star. Thank you. Drill team will be right back after the break.
Providing excellent customer service while keeping everyone safe is a top priority here at State Bank. We are making your banking experience safer and easier with our new curbside banking program. Almost anything you need to do inside the branch can now be accomplished with curbside banking. Need to open an account, pick up a debit card, or hands-on help with mobile banking? Just pull into a designated curbside spot, call the number on the sign, and a State Bank team member will come assist you quickly. We are excited to bring you this convenience and are thankful to serve you. Your family, your bank, State Bank.
All right, guys, we are back here at the Tiger Takeover live at Walk-Ons and Texarkana Gameday. I'm officially here with our Texas High Stepper drill team officers. All right, guys, you can go one by one. Introduce yourself and your position.
I'm Cameron Jean, and I'm the junior lieutenant.
I'm Lydia Horton, and I'm a senior lieutenant.
I'm Emma Giddings, and I'm senior captain.
I'm Liberty Maldonado Cowan, and I'm a junior lieutenant.
And I'm Lauren Robertson, senior lieutenant.
Sounds good. Thank you guys so much for joining us. And I'm just going to start. Football season starts tomorrow night at a scrimmage in Longview. Then next week we play at Cowboy Stadium in AT&T. What do y'all look forward most to this upcoming football season?
Are you gonna go? Go ahead. Okay. I think I'm like really looking forward to like prepping on the side and like getting with the team and like the big prayer circle. I think that's like the best part.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, super excited to lead the team this year.
I really just love like the environment at football games. Like there's nothing like going to a football game with like your 37 best friends, and like we get to do what we love. We get to dance together. But I just love the environment so much.
That's a great way to put it. And, you know, from kickoff to halftime, what goes on? Because at halftime you perform, and then what goes on after halftime? Do you get a break? Do you just cheer? Like what goes on during games?
During third quarter, we usually have that time off to go like sit with our family, visit with people. So we have a little bit of a break after halftime to kind of enjoy ourselves. But then we have to be back at fourth quarter. So
what do y'all do while the game's going on?
While the game's going on, we're busy with our stand chants and band routines, cheering on the team, watching the game. You know, we do it all.
So how some drill teams, they show up on Friday nights, they put on their outfit and they go perform. But for Texas High Steppers, you know, it's almost like a lifestyle. So what does Texas High drill team mean to you, and how does it affect your day-to-day life?
I would say High Steppers affects almost like every aspect of my day, because like we know that like we're recognized and that like people are watching us. So like you have to act like you're a High Stepper all the time. We practice all the time, not just like during team practices, but like we go home and practice. Most of us take studio dance at home, and so it really is a lifestyle. Like it's always on your mind, like the image you're putting like for yourself and the team, and like all the work that goes into it.
Reynolds likes to say that we are Disney princesses in a way. So, like, we're never out of uniform, not even like a piece of our uniform is off. So it really is a lifestyle.
Yeah, we're really just like promoting the school, and you know, we're promoting the school in our community, and we're representing them in all of our day-to-day aspects of life. So,
Liberty, what does it mean to you to be a Texas High Stepper?
Being an example for everybody, I really like that. I know that there are little girls that look up to me, so that's a really big part of it for me.
So it's an honor in itself to be a Texas High Stepper, but it's even a bigger honor to be an officer. What's the difference in an officer and a regular member of the Texas High Steppers?
An officer, they lead the team in like a way that a team member doesn't get to do. We get to sit in and watch tryouts. We don't have final say, but we do get to sit in and make some comments about it. We get to lead the team no matter where we're going. We're always at the front of the line. If the team messes up during halftime, or if there's a problem in anything, then we always are the first ones to take that shot. So it's a lot of hard work and commitment, but it's totally worth it.
Can you get your own seat on the bus?
Sometimes. It depends on how big the team is.
So what does a normal Friday night schedule look for you at a home or an away game?
It starts out, we get there, we line up, we have all of our stuff, your bags on your right side and your stadium seats in your left hand, and you go in your squad line up to the thing, you sit down, get situated, Reynolds asks if we need water, get water, and then we just kind of wait for halftime, and then we go stretch, and yeah.
So you, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, like, we're always in sync. We have to be very uniform because we're a drill team. You know, like, we have a smile plastered all night. And honestly, it's not fake. It's very genuine because we're really excited to be there. And we're really excited to, like, see our team and just, like, lead the spirit. Yeah.
So you have drill team fifth period every day, correct? And
Yes.
you usually have practice after school. So what does a normal daily practice look like?
So we get in there. We, you know, get our tanks on to assign for the day. And we get out and we start stretching, like 15, 20 minutes maybe is a stretch. And then we go straight into practice, forms and cleaning, like all the stuff.
Sounds good. So like in football, coaches, you know, they call the plays, they motivate their troops, they get their guys ready for Friday nights. What role does Miss Reynolds, Miss Amber Reynolds, as y'all director, what role does she play in drill team?
She does everything.
She is.
She's the queen. You know, as being an officer, we are the ones to kind of keep the team quiet, kind of keep it going, like keep practices smooth. But Miss Reynolds is always there if we have a question. So if it's like super important question, she's always there. If we have any questions about what we're doing that Friday night, that Thursday night, whatever night that we have something going on, she's always there to answer questions. She makes us packing lists. She makes us schedules for the week, tells us what we need to wear. So she is all behind the scenes and does pretty much everything.
She makes sure we like uphold that high stepper reputation that everybody knows of. So.
Right.
Yep, sounds good. And guys, good luck this year, football season. Make sure and kick high and smile big. And we'll be back to this Tiger Takeover live at Walk-Ons right after this break.
And we're back live at Walk-Ons for Texas High Takeover for our final segment. We saved the best for last. We got Coach Toon. Coach Toon, tell us what the offense is going to do this year.
Whatever we need to do to score some points.
There you go.
Throw it, run it, whatever we need to do.
Whatever you need to do. You got a couple of offensive guys on the set tonight. Talk a little bit about them.
Yeah, got Xavier Dangerfield next to me here, wide receiver. Dangerfield's one of those kids, watch him grow up every single year. From the time he was a freshman to now, he's completely changed, matured, physically gotten bigger, stronger, ran track last year, got so much faster, and just one of those kids that just you watch him grow up through high school, and it's just one of those neat things to see. And then had some of the other guys earlier.
That's what I was talking about, not on the set. But, Cody Reese and
Cody.
Talk about your new quarterback this year. What's some differences from years past that maybe some keys that he can do that Brayson couldn't, or vice versa?
What I try to do is I try to keep them all in the same system. If we can get them through in the same system, and you can attest to this with Trey, we've been working with these guys since they've been in 8th grade. And
it's fun to see that progression.
Especially my quarterback. So, I've known a lot of them since they were 6th grade and 7th grade, and the time we spend with them. And so we try – I want them to know the whole system in the whole, but, they all bring different attributes to it. Cody's a pretty fast kid. We're going to be able to use his speed a little bit in the run game and stuff like that, but also he throws a good football.
Yeah.
And just – being able to play to his strengths and play to the rest of our offensive strengths, and use that to the best we can.
You know, you hear a lot, work while you wait. You know, guys having to sit the bench for a little bit who are studs.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, at Texas High, just because you're good doesn't mean you're going to be out there on the field.
Yeah.
But talk a little bit about Cody last year. You know, taking on a different role at receiver for you, and maybe how that might have helped him, you know, develop into this role this year.
Yeah, we went into last season need some depth at receiver, and like I said, he was an athletic kid, could run a little bit. I think it helped him playing quarterback, being able to go out there and play that position. Had Zane Dotson do it a couple years ago too, and he was willing to help however he could. Now it was kind of scary with both quarterbacks playing at the same time. If they were get hurt on the same play, we were being kind of screwed on that. But you know, he was willing to do whatever, and we wanted to use his attributes and his physical abilities to help our offense. And I told somebody the other day, I'm not really worried about him playing quarterback now. He did it a couple of games, and then being out there on a Friday night, there's just something about it you can't replace. You can't take those reps from somebody who's been out, especially at Grimm. It's just something you can't replace. So, you know, I think it'll be fine. Just try and get better and better each week with him. So,
Dangerfield, talk a little bit about getting in the offense a lot this year and being your key role.
You know, the main thing right now is just doing whatever's best for the team, doing what's best to win, and just trying to, you know, do the best to my ability. Basically,
you got your touchdown dance down yet? I mean, you know, I mean, we're not dabbing this year or anything like that. You know, well, you don't have to call it out right now. Just make sure you don't get a 15-yarder on us if you do. All right, Stewart, what you gonna do back on DB? Right?
Yes, sir.
Well, you gonna lock it down back there?
That's the plan. That's the plan. You know, watching Mike and Shell and all of them, just for all those years, it's easy. Just to go out there and just try, just to mimic them, because I had, 2 years to watch them just be great. So it's now it's, I'm ready to do the same thing they did.
You know, another thing that I was thinking about when you mentioned those guys is not only are they great leaders on the field, but off the field, you're able to watch them and see how they lead the team, and maybe y'all start being in those roles. You know, you talk about the D Browns, you talk about Brayson McHenry, you talk about Clayton Smith, just the guys passing it down over the years. It's just for y'all to step up and be that man this year. It's kind of cool to watch.
Yeah, they helped out a lot for sure.
What about we trying to get 15 sacks from the interior?
Yes, sir.
Brandon Childs, huh?
Yes, sir. I'm not going to speak too much on really like the sacks and all that, but we just going to keep it simple. We always going to work hard. We're going to take it game by game. We not going to worry about state and all that. Like Coach Toon and Coach Stanford, all them tell us to take it game by game, practice by practice, because anything can happen between that time. So don't never get your hopes up. Like they always say, just take it game by game.
Talk a little bit about maybe y'all's practice mentality, because I'll go watch a practice every now and then, not of y'all's, of other teams, and I'm not necessarily talking about in the area, but it's just kind of they're just trying to get through it. Y'all put on a pretty y'all pop some pads in practice, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Coach Stanford always tell us to be physical, but always take care of each other.
Yeah.
Stay up, thump it up, fit it up, but do not hurt each other, because really, though, we all we got.
Right.
That's all we got. Like, we got to have each other backs. We like brothers. So, yeah.
Talk a little bit about y'all's coaching staff. I mean, Coach Stanford somehow, and I ask him how, I start hearing of all these guys, and I'm going to leave names out, but I start hearing of all these offers that they're getting to go elsewhere, and a lot of them are sticking around. I got to think it's because of the family environment and what's preached.
Yes. So the coaching staff is like Coach Stanford, a great guy. He always going to keep it real. He always going to keep it gusto. So if Coach Stanford put you in a position, or if Coach Toon or Coach Hawk or Coach Jordan put you in a position, that means they know you'll help the team in that position. So, like, if they just ask you to do something, just do it. Like, that's all you have to do.
How about this? I taught first grade PE to Brandon.
Golly.
I've known Brandon since he was in first grade.
Old, Coach Tate.
I've been here that long.
Golly.
Yeah. So
Go ahead.
He always told me, he was like, because, like, you know, in elementary school, I was, like, bad. But he always told me,
yes,
middle school and high school, he said elementary, middle school, and high school is two different things, a couple different things. So, like, I took heed when I got in middle school, you know, played ball. I was playing ball since I was little, though. Playing ball, and then when I got in high school, he was like, what did I tell you? Move by fast, didn't it? And then I was like, yes, sir. So then that's when I locked in and started focusing.
I'll tell you something I just thought about. I was taking my son back to college on Saturday, and so I wasn't able to be there. But one of the things that y'all have done for the last couple of years, and y'all always have a project or whatever, but after your scrimmage, talk a little bit about what y'all did and the community that you served, and kind of, you know, we're talking about outside of football, what it means to maybe you individually, and what you think it means to the community, all of you.
So, starting off with me, after the scrimmage, we went to Rose Hill. Most people don't know what that is, but, you know, Rose Hill is where, like,
it's where we play.
Yeah, that's
right?
where we play. That's where our stadium is. So we walked around, picked up trash in the community, the BGB store, whatever store it is. He had Gatorades out there for our players and stuff. So, like, we really Texas High is really blessed, though, because, like, if you look at it, most schools around here don't have what we have. So, and then we went, knocked down a fence and picked up some trash. Coach Stanford
knocked down a fence that needed to be knocked down. Not like way back in the day. You knocked down a fence.
Nah. But Coach Stanford had brought the lawnmowers out, so we had weed eat and all that. But it was really a good time, though.
What did it mean to y'all?
I'm going to go first. I feel like it felt like a big deal. It felt good to me to go out there and help a community that, for one, we play in, but to help a community overall that was in need of help and to clean up and all. It meant a lot to, you know, because not only is it for the look of the environment, it's also good for the environment. So it felt good to do that.
Jay Stu.
I loved it because it just showed, like, how we actually care about our community and stuff. That we actually take the time out and, you know, pick up trash and, you know, help people out in our community. We don't just play football. We're for the people, because they come out and support us on Fridays. So we want to help them, you know, throughout the week and stuff like that. So I actually loved it, and I love weed eating. So that was my true element.
You run the few ones.
Yeah, right. Coach, talk about seeing the kids out there doing that, and talk about maybe seeing them buy into that.
I told this to some 8th grade parents, and they came and visited last year, that if all we teach them is football, then we've failed. It's not our job. I mean, yeah, we're football coaches, but we're trying to teach them how to be young men, and that this life is so much more important than a game. We're, like these kids say, we're so blessed we get to play a game at one of the best schools in the state of Texas, and with the things that we get, that how important it is for us to be servants to the community, that show these kids to serve other people, and that's what life is really about. Is when we can serve other people, when we can make somebody else's life easier, then we become a little bit better human being that day.
Absolutely.
So whatever we can do and teach these young men, that's the most important thing we can do. The football part's going to take care of it, because we're going to work hard and we're going to do all that, but if we can come together, we can serve other people's as a bigger group as we can serve a whole bunch of people. And so that's what we really want to get the message across, not only to help our community out and clean, but show these young men that helping others out in life is a really important thing.
Well, guys, I'm going to make some promises to you. I always try to step it up a little bit more on the smoke every year. You know that on the come out. And you know y'all going to have to get us a come out song. Yeah. You're going to have to get us something to get us fired up in there. And I will make one more promise. First touchdown in the big stadium, just look up there at the big deal, and you can see me with my shirt off. It ain't going to be pretty, but it's going to be big. I promise you. No, but man, we're going to wrap it up, and I hope that y'all like this broadcast, and please share it, and I hope you see what Texas High and TISD has in a coaching staff that teaches more than football, and instructs these kids, and what great kids, young men, individuals, and just all of our everything we have, high steppers and cheer. We really hope that you enjoyed us bringing it to you tonight. And one more thing, go Tigers!